You made it back. I saved your seat. This one's for the ones who can't sleep, for the ones laying there, staring at the ceiling, not because of caffeine, but because your thoughts won't let you clock out. Maybe you're in bed, phone dimmed low. Maybe you're in your car, parked somewhere quiet, letting this voice fill the silence. Or maybe you're in your living room, lights low, radio humming, and you're just sitting with yourself for the first time all day. Wherever you are, this is for you. Let me ask you something. When did you start feeling like you had to earn being seen? You're doing everything right, working hard, showing up, smiling when expected. But still, something in your chest feels tight. You've been holding your breath for a long time now. And I'm not talking about burnout, not in the way they usually define it. I'm talking about that deeper thing, when your life looks full, but you feel hollow. You don't even remember when you last laughed without checking if it was too loud, when you last cried without apologizing for it, when you let someone see you and didn't shrink. And I know you've learned how to survive. You know how to be productive, helpful, pleasant, desirable. But have you forgotten how to just be? Maybe you're the one everyone leans on, the fixer, the one with the calm tone, the right words, the answers. But when you're alone, really alone, you wonder if anyone ever notices when you start fading. There's a difference between being strong and being untouched. And you've been strong for so long, you've forgotten what softness even feels like. I think about the artist who hasn't made anything for herself in years. The mum who holds it all together but cries in the shower. The woman who looks confident in every photo but feels completely invisible when the camera's off. I think about you. Your tabs always open, your heart always full. But your soul tired in a way you can't explain. And I wonder, when did the bar get set so high that functioning became the goal? Not joy, not wholeness, just making it through the week without unraveling. You ever feel like you're always performing, even in your own life? Smiling through discomfort, smoothing things over, making space for everyone else but yourself. You don't even realize how often you swallow your own voice just to keep the peace. And now, you're exhausted, but not just physically, you're soul tired. And no, this isn't about being dramatic. It's about being real. Some of you are walking around with hearts that were never held properly, still showing up to work, still cracking jokes, still doing school drop-offs, still looking good on Instagram. And that quiet grief you carry, the one no one asks about, it's not invisible here. You're not invisible here. This might be the first time today someone looked past your role, past what you do, what you manage, what you give, and just saw you. Not the resume, not the titles, not the to-do list, just you. And if no one's told you lately, you're allowed to need rest. You're allowed to be messy. You're allowed to want softness without explanation. You don't have to prove your worth to deserve gentleness. And I know there's a part of you that doesn't believe that, because for so long your value has been tied to what you can offer. But hear me? You are not a transaction. You are a soul. You don't need a productivity hack or a 6-step morning routine. You need space, stillness, real connection. A moment like this one, where you can take a breath and say, I don't want to carry all of this anymore. You don't have to carry it alone. I won't tell you to light a candle. I won't tell you to write 3 things you're grateful for. But I will say this. You are not the only one feeling this way, not by a long shot. And if this hit you somewhere deep, Leave a comment, yeah? Not to perform it, not for applause, just as a quiet little me too. Sometimes that's enough, sometimes that's the start. You don't have to solve it all tonight, but maybe you needed to hear it said out loud. And if you did, I'm glad you're here, still breathing, still trying. That counts.